Hey guys, it's International Non-Binary Awareness Week. Non-binary is an identity that technically falls under the trans asterisk umbrella. 80% of trans individuals have considered killing themselves, and 40% of trans individuals have attempted. So it is definitely something that affects our community. And let's pull a quick angel card about it. What about the gender non-binary community and all of our mental health issues that are also community issues for everyone? If you believe. Well, you heard it here first in this magical kingdom. Let's all put our faith together and continue to believe for community care. Some of the labels that I identify with are I identify as queer, I identify as gender non-binary, and I identify as trans masc, in addition to some other labels that I'm not going to go into right now. One of the most difficult things for me that happens more frequently than you would expect, and honestly more frequently than I would expect, is people assume that I am a cis straight woman all the time. And when people assume that about me, or they assume that about all the people in a space that they have influence over, the effect of that is that I have a lived experience of constantly getting the message that I'm unseen, that I'm invisible, and ultimately it feels like I don't belong. Okay, my hair was looking so weird in the last video, so I'm trying to make it look more natural. Okay. As a gender non-binary person, I bring a different way of thinking about things to everything that I do. And I bring a different lived experience than people who are not gender non-binary. And all marginalized communities bring a different experience. Actually, every human brings a different experience. But when there's not room for me and I feel like I don't belong, that for me is where those thoughts come into play. Like, why should I even bother to fight to survive here when it's so hard for me? Like, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, I'm like having fights with my family and my friends. Like, why should I continue to do this really hard thing when like this place isn't even for me? Like, nobody wants me here, nobody gets me. Those are the thoughts. Those are the thoughts that are not true. Now, for all my NBBBs out there and all my cis fam who are watching, everyone who may identify with that for various reasons, those thoughts are one, all or nothing thinking, and two, not true. When I start having those thoughts, it's a message to me that I need to be more intentional about who I'm talking to and the communities that I'm surrounding myself with. I need to make more of an intentional effort to put myself in spaces with people that I feel seen by, whether or not those people are queer, gender non-binary, or close friends that I've built over time. It's a message for me that I'm triggered. So I know that, for example, for me, when a cis dude tries to shove his dick in my vagina or just even implies it with his words, that's a trigger for me. So the more that you can recognize when you're triggered and the more that you can build up a repository of knowing what the types of things are that trigger you, the better off you'll be. So if you start having like really intense thoughts of like, I don't belong and I should go, know that you're triggered. You're triggered. So you need to do something else. Like, for example, maybe pull a card. Angel deck, what should somebody do if they're very triggered and they think that they shouldn't be in this world anymore? What should they do? perfect timing. Seems like you're right on track as a human being who struggles with hard human emotions just like all of us. Keep doing you.